Parking at West Liberty can be a hassle. Here are some tips to help you park safely and correctly on campus. First, always display your parking tag. Make sure to park in the correct parking lot. Follow the marked direction of travel. Don't park in visitor parking during the day. Don't park in no parking zones. Don't park in handicap parking. Never park in front of this door. Follow these tips and you'll never have parking problems or tickets again. This message is brought to you by West Liberty University.
You're watching West Liberty University's Newsline 14.
Good afternoon and welcome back to this week's edition of Newsline 14. I'm Elena Lynch.
And I'm Davey McKinney. Let's see what's happening on the Hilltop and in national and local news.
The Spices International Club is holding its Fall Festival Colors event next Tuesday, October 17th from 4 to 6:30 on the quad. The event will feature henna, music, color throwing, and a photo booth. Alongside that, they will be serving samosas, a traditional Indian drink called thundi, and other Indian snacks. If you are one of the first 50 people to arrive, you can receive a free t-shirt. The event is free for the campus and community. For more information, visit the International Club's Instagram at WLU_spices. And the jury selection has begun for a West Virginia firefighter. Garson Taylor of Benwood is being charged with wanton endangerment, strangulation, domestic battery, fleeing in a vehicle, and obstruction of an officer. According to Police Chief Frank Longwell, Taylor's wife was found with a bloody face and choke marks around her neck. While the police were investigating, Taylor refused to stop and led them on a chase, where the police ended up blocking him in and had an hour-long standoff with Taylor holding a pistol to his head. After an hour, they were finally able to arrest Taylor.
The Highlands is hosting the Christmas at the Highlands vendor show. The show will host over 225 vendors selling various items like handcrafted works, jewelry, food, and more. The show will be held at the Highlands Sport Complex from October 27th to 29th, starting from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday. If you would like to see what the vendors are currently a part of the show, please visit the Christmas at the Highlands Facebook page to learn more. We all make mistakes. However, some of them last forever. Do you have a bad tattoo you come to regret? Maybe a good tat healed wrong or faded out? Worry not. Resurrection Island on Stone Street in Wheeling is holding a tattoo cover-up seminar today from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. The event has tickets for sale on trip.com and Eventbrite, so go get some tickets and get some fresh ink added to your list. It could be something new or a cover-up, and all styles are welcome. This would be a good opportunity for tattoo artists to learn and practice, and for clients to get some new ink that covers old mistakes. I hope to see you there.
Turkey hunting in West Virginia is set to begin on Saturday the 14th through the 22nd in all 55 counties, with 2 more splits scheduled to open later in October as well. The second split is open from October 30th to November 5th, providing an additional week of hunting for 18 counties. And the third and final split is set for October 30th to the 19th of November. During the fall turkey season, only 1 bird of either sex may be harvested. Hunting hours are scheduled from 30 minutes before sunrise to 30 minutes after sunset. Hunters 15 and older are required to have a West Virginian hunting license. The West Virginia Division of Natural Resources encourages hunters to purchase their license and stamps before the season starts. And moving into campus news, West Liberty University releases for fall break at the conclusion of today's school day. All classes scheduled for tomorrow, Friday, October 12th, are canceled, and a 3-day weekend will take its place. If you are a student who is planning to stay on campus over this fall break, Make sure to check out West Liberty's social media accounts as well as Aladdin's website to see updated hours of operation for campus dining facilities. If you're planning on heading home for the weekend, please stay safe. And for all West Liberty students and faculty, have a fantastic fall break.
It was actually Friday the 13th, but Safe Haven baby boxes are coming to Wheeling. In Wheeling, West Virginia, infants are illegally abandoned every day. In 2021 alone, at least 31 babies were left in dangerous locations around Wheeling, and 22 of them were sadly deceased. A woman named Sierra Beaver wants to stop this from happening. She is wanting to bring Safe Haven baby boxes to Wheeling area. For those of you who do not know, Safe Haven baby boxes are a location in which a parent who wants to surrender their baby puts them in, and it sets a silent alarm to alert emergency authority. This will hopefully help prevent the dangerous abandonment of babies, but we need your help. Sierra's goal is to reach $20,000 to help fund these boxes. However, West Virginia University has agreed to donate $16,000 to pay for half of each box. One of these boxes will be put at 168 17th Market Street and one at Wheeling Island Station at 11 North Wabash Street. If you want to donate to this cause, you can contact Sierra at 304-650-9871 or email her at koboshsierra@gmail.com or mail checks to P.O. Box 185, Woodburn, Indiana, zip code 46797. Stay with us. We will be right back after this short PSA.
National news is coming up next here on Newsline 14.
Sources of stress are everywhere. Stress can make you feel trapped, but there are ways to manage it. Stress is inevitable, but you can learn how to deal with it, how to handle it, and how to respond to it well. Try to get enough sleep, exercise, eat well, get emotional support, breathe, and find ways to calm down.
You're watching Newsline 14.
Welcome back to Newsline 14.
Let's take a look at our national news. After a salvage mission on October 4th, the U.S. Coast Guard reported Tuesday on more debris from the OceanGate Titan submersible. Among the uncovered debris wreckage, under the undercover debris wreckage were possible human remains from its voyagers. Additionally, a titanium end cap from the submersible was found. All recovered debris has been examined by U.S. medical professionals. This mission was conducted in cooperation with the U.S. Navy to continue recovery of the Titan's wreckage. The Titan submersible imploded on June 18th of this year during a North Atlantic voyage to view the Titanic wreckage. The implosion claimed 5 lives, including OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush. A debris field from the Titan was located about 1,600 feet from the Titanic at a depth of 12,000 feet. The U.S. Coast Guard will continue to work with the Marine Board of Investigation towards a public hearing about the tragic event. No official date for this hearing has been reported yet.
In other news, Malik Black, age 47, was charged with the fatal shooting of Jessica Rumich. Rumich, also the age 47, was the co-owner of Everyday Waterproofing Gates. Police Chief Rob Long says that Black was a former employee who worked at Everyday Waterproofing several years ago. Black is accused of driving to the business and approaching Rumich when she was leaving work for the day. The fatal shooting happened on September 30th. Long stated that there was a situation between the two that ended in Jessica's death, and then declined to speak further on the motive. Ramesh's body was discovered at 5 p.m. by her car. She was shot once and died from her injuries. Black then pleaded not guilty in Gatestown court and was remanded to Monroe County Jail without bail.
NASA has found an asteroid sample that will allow scientists to unlock secrets from the early days of our solar system. The rocks and dust contain water and a large amount of carbon, which suggests that asteroids may have delivered the building blocks of life to Earth. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson claims the asteroid will help determine the origin of elements that could have led to life. It could also reveal the history of how the asteroid formed and evolved over time. Scientists will analyze the rocks and soil for the next 2 years at a dedicated clean room inside Johnson Space Center. The sample will be divided up and sent to laboratories around the world.
And in national news, Israel has declared war on the Palestinian militant group Hamas after it carried out an unprecedented attack by air, sea, and land on Saturday. The assault has left more than 1,200 dead in Israel. It prompted a lethal volley of retaliatory Israel airstrikes on Gaza that has killed at least 1,055 people. Militants from Gaza fired thousands of rockets toward Israel towns on Saturday morning before breaking through the fortified border fence with Israel and sending militants deep into Israel territory. Hamas gunmen then killed hundreds of civilians and soldiers and took hostages. Israel is now on a war footing and has already started mobilizing troops for a group mission in Gaza.
This morning, a Wisconsin judge confirmed that one of 2 teenagers that were involved in the Slender Man stabbing has a potential to be released from a psychiatric hospital. Anissa Weir, now 19, has spent the past 6 years in the Winnebago Mental Health Institute after she was found guilty on attempted murder charges of her friend Peyton Leutner. At the time, she was just at the age of 12. In 2014, an online fictional humanoid character by the name of Slender Man became increasingly popular. Both Weir and her accomplice, Morgan Geyser, believed in the legend and formulated a plan to sacrifice their friend in hopes of appeasing the fictional character. On May 31st in 2014, Weir and Geyser lured Peyton Leutner into a wooded park and stabbed her 19 times. Though she was left for dead, she miraculously survived and was found by a local cyclist. Weir was tried as an adult, where she took a plea deal, which left her with 25 years in a psychiatric facility. However, after showing great improvement, the judge has found that she no longer has a place in the facility and is set for a potential release. If this is passed, Weir will still be under some form of surveillance until she is 37. And heading into news from down under, Australians are bracing for a summer of potential record-breaking heat and the risk of many wildfires. The country has already seen record-breaking temperatures for the last month. Average temperatures for September sit around 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit. But this year, the average has been around 35 degrees Celsius or 97 degrees Fahrenheit. They have also already seen a few dozen wildfires this year. Authorities are hopeful as they have had more rain than they had going back to the summer of 2019. As they are heading into El Nino, they know the weather can be very unpredictable. Authorities also caution that it doesn't have to be the black summer to be a dangerous fire season.
Colorado dentist James Tolliver Craig pleads not guilty after being accused of fatally poisoning his wife in March. Authorities say James allegedly poisoned his wife, Angela Craig's protein shakes with arsenic he had ordered online. After making multiple internet searches that included how to make poison, undetected poisons, and YouTube searches for how to make poison, and top 5 undetectable poisons that no sign of foul play. These searches led up to the final weeks of Angela's as she died on March 15th after being hospitalized several times due to severe headaches and dizziness. In Germany, over the past year, several people in Germany formed a group called the United Patriots, who have links to the Reich Citizens Science Plan and attempted coup of the German government. The group had planned on kidnapping German Health Minister Karl Lauterbach, and they also planned to set off several explosives, hoping to cause countrywide blackouts. The end result would have been the creation of events similar to a civil war. Thankfully, the German government managed to arrest a large number of the United Patriots, more extreme members, this Tuesday in raids conducted across the nation.
Former NFL player Sergio Brown brought into custody in connection to 73-year-old mother's murder. Brown was taken into custody while trying to re-enter the United States from Mexico after visiting. A warrant was issued for Sergio Brown in connection to his mother's, Myrtle Brown's, death. Myrtle was found near her home in mid-September, and a medical examiner determined that her cause of death was a homicide and determined that she was injured during an assault. Brown is booked in San Diego County Jail without bail. Police urge anyone with any information about the murder to come forward with information as soon as possible.
Please stay tuned, because after a short break, we will take a look at what's happening in the world of sports.
That's right, Davey. We'll be right back with some topper team and professional sports news next.
Out school or work, not wanting to adult today, then pet a cat. Petting a cat is proven to reduce stress, calm the nerves, and allow you to relax, even in the face of ultimate peril. In addition to petting your cat will also provide you adorable entertainment for your pleasure. They are cute, they are cuddly, sometimes bite, and please, own a cat.
You're watching Newsline 14.
Welcome back to Newsline 14. I'm Davey McKinney with your sports update for this week. In the baseball news, the 2023 Major League Baseball postseason continues. The Texas Rangers beat the Baltimore Orioles on Tuesday 7-1. With this win, Texas wins the best-of-5 series 3-0. Their baseball neighbors, the Houston Astros, also won their best-of-5 series against the Minnesota Twins. The Twins were able to take Game 2 of this series, but the Astros won both games in Minnesota. Both Texas teams find themselves moving on to the American League Championship Series that begins on Sunday, October 15th. Over in the National League, the Arizona Diamondbacks have shocked the series favorite Los Angeles Dodgers. Arizona took both games in Los Angeles and went home for Game 3 yesterday, completing the 3-0 sweep in the best-of-5 division series. The Diamondbacks will face either the Atlanta Braves or the Philadelphia Phillies. Game 4 of their series start at 8:07 tonight, with the Phillies leading the series 2-1. If Philadelphia wins, Atlanta will be eliminated from the playoffs, and the Phillies will face the Diamondbacks in the National League Championship Series. If Atlanta wins, the series will be tied at 2-2, and both teams will take head back at Atlanta for Game 5. In NFL news, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 3-2, rally late in the fourth quarter from Joey Porter Jr.'s interception off of the Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson. Both teams had their penalties and struggled during the first half of the game at the stadium in Pittsburgh. After the second half was underway, the special teams and the defense for the Steelers had game-saving plays. TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith and Kwan Alexander all had key sacks, tackles for loss, and created pressure on the Ravens offense. For special teams, Miles Kebrew had a huge blocked punt, which led to a safety for Pittsburgh. The offense for the Steelers didn't have a lot of success the majority of the game until the last offensive possession of the fourth quarter. Steelers wide receiver George Pickens surpasses veteran cornerback from the Ravens Marlon Humphrey to catch the game-winning pass from Kenny Pickett that led into a touchdown. The final score for the Steelers versus the Ravens was 17-10. The Hilltoppers football team took on Glenville State over the weekend. The Hilltoppers defeated the Pioneers 48-40. The offense set the tone on the first play of the game. Chris Charles threw an 82-yard touchdown pass to Rashawn Harvey. Then on the Pioneers' first drive, the Hilltoppers defense forced a 3-and-out. Rudy Garcia found Charles for a 39-yard strike following the defensive stand. The duo hooked up again for a second touchdown in the second quarter, and then West Liberty took a 41-10 lead into the locker room. Glenville State scored 4 touchdowns and a safety in the second half, but in the end, the offensive explosion wasn't enough for the Pioneers. Garcia finished the game 18 for 26 with 245 yards and 3 touchdowns. Nolan Shemp led the defense with 15 total tackles. West Liberty plays West Virginia Wesleyan Saturday at 1 p.m. In UFC news, Islam Makhachev was scheduled to fight Charles Oliveira at UFC 294 next Saturday, October 21st, in Abu Dhabi. However, it was revealed into the media on Tuesday that Charles Oliveira was forced out of the fight due to a cut. Cutting weight has become a crucial part of the sport as it allows fighters to fight at the lower weight class. As a result, fighters would typically have a weight, strength, and height and reach advantage, making for a better fight. However, only so much of a cut is allowed to happen before fighters risk serious health issues such as dehydration and comas. As a result, Alexander Volkanovski will step in on short notice for his title fight rematch, and according to Khabib, Alexander should take the title. This will definitely be a fight to see. Tonight marks another Big 12 matchup as West Virginia is set to face off against the Houston Cougars. Both teams are coming off of a bye week, and after a few key injuries on both sides of the ball for the Mountaineers, Coach Brown states that this team should be fresh and ready to play tonight. Now on paper, West Virginia looks to be favorites to win, as the Cougars have shown to struggle on both offense and defense this year. And to some, it looks like a cakewalk for the Mountaineers, but expect another hard-fought Big 12 matchup, as Houston is on the ropes and cannot afford to fall to a 2-4 record on the season and drop to 0-3 in conference play. Now, Houston could possibly be the most talented offense the Mountaineers will face so far this season. However, Houston has shown to have one of the worst defenses in the conference, and that might bode well for the Mountaineers offensively in both the passing and rushing game. West Virginia will likely have to overcome Houston's first half scoring, but patience in the Mountaineers' run game should pay off, as the Cougars have not shown to be able to stop a powerful run game. Kickoff is at 8 p.m. on Fox Sports. The Cleveland Browns are set to take on the 49ers this Sunday at 1 p.m. Cleveland is coming off of a bye week, while the 49ers are coming off of an impressive win against the Dallas Cowboys. The 49ers are heavily favored in this upcoming game. This is due to the uncertainties at the quarterback position for the Browns. Browns starting quarterback Deshaun Watson is still listed as questionable for this Sunday's game. Watson is dealing with a nagging shoulder injury. If Watson is unable to play Sunday, backup QB P.J. Walker will start. With the 49ers being the hottest team in the league right now, the Browns are looking to a long afternoon.
Thank you, Davey, for that sports update. We're going to head into a short break, and we'll be right back with the weather update here on Newsline 14.
Going off to college can be an exciting yet stressful time for students. It's great to know you can bring all your knowledge to college. There's one thing you should know before you leave that some people forget. Microwave safety is something everyone should know. Remember to read instructions carefully and watch the microwave in order to avoid any disasters.
Hey, whoa, hey man, what are you doing? Hey man, what are you doing? I don't think you're supposed to drive.
No man, it's all good. My house is like 20 seconds up that street.
It doesn't matter, it's still not a good idea. I don't think you're fit to drive.
Dude, we've been friends for like 10 years, man. Can't you trust me?
That doesn't matter here, I do trust you. But I don't think you're fit to drive.
Well then, just shut up. Shut up! I can totally drive myself a mile up to my house.
Fine then, if that's what you want to do, so be it. What the?
Every day in America, another 28 people die as a result of drunk driving crashes. Don't be the next victim.
You're watching Newsline 14.
Welcome back to Newsline 14. I'm Elena Lynch with your campus weather. Today we are seeing a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 69 and a low of 46. The current temperature is 68 degrees with wind speeds at 5 miles per hour. Now let's take a look at the weather around the U.S. Out in Los Angeles, all the way over here, we are seeing sunny skies and sitting at a 69-degree temperature. Down in Houston, it is sunny and 75. And up in Kansas City, it is cloudy and 67 degrees. I'm stepping on something over here. And down in Miami, it is partly cloudy with warm temperatures at 88 degrees. Up in New York, we are sitting at a 67-degree temperature day. And back here in the Ohio Valley, we are seeing a mix of sun and clouds at 68 degrees. Now don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our 5-day forecast coming up next here on Newsline 14.
The Paul N. Elbin Library is your destination for learning. Featuring over 200,000 items in print, audio, and video formats. Students have access to search for books of all kinds. Our state-of-the-art egg chairs give the user an immersive experience. We offer both Macs and Dells for your convenience. Please be sure to follow all signs. Our hours are Monday through Thursday 8 to 11, Fridays 8 to 4, Saturdays are closed, Sundays 5 to 11. Our friendly staff will assist in finding the right study material for you, whether it's a physical copy or on the school's database. The Paul N. Elbin Library at West Liberty University. Please call 304-336-8261.
You're watching Newsline 14.
Welcome back to Newsline 14. I'm Elena Lynch, and now let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. On Thursday, we will see a high of 69 and a low of 46. And moving into Friday, we will see sunny skies with a high of 69 and a low of 55. To kick off the weekend, on Saturday, expect rain showers with a high of 64 and a low of 46. And the rain will continue on Sunday as we will have a high of 53 and a low of 44. And finally, on Monday, we will have rain showers once again with a high of 52 and a low of 45.
All right, thank you, Elena, for the weather, but unfortunately we're out of time, so have a good week.
That's right, Davey, and if you watch the show, then you know it is time for our National Day segment.
Well, unfortunately, we are out of time, so we can't do that, but it's National Farmers Day. So.
It is. Shout out to Matthew Barsh. He's on our team, and thank you to all of our farmers here in the nation. See you guys next week.
As Craig Morgan says.